Just a little thought experiment. I read somewhere that the Alia was, oh yeah, there we go. Windmilling was a pretty slippy thing and a pretty nice thing. So it's 30 knots. We're at Talgarth. Let's see if we can not hit the ground here. Let's see if we can go and soar on the ridges here. Let's see if it'll slope soar. Away we go. I loaded, you'll have noticed an improvement in the scenery. I had the gosh, I've forgotten the name of the company. I can't think and talk. I had the Orbix scenery for X-Plane 11 for the UK, and it is just drop in place for X-Plane 12. From 11 to 12, just drop it into your scenery folder, and Robert's your father's brother. So here we are then, about to enter the ridges and head towards, no sniggering at the back, Lord Hereford's knob. Let's get rid of that. I've only used the quad motors, so I'm easing them back now, and maybe yeah, all the way off. Nearly all. There we are. We're off. I'll have to prove that when let's go. This is not hitting the hill now while I'm going forwards in 3D panel. There we go. Gosh. Their motors are spinning, but they're spinning because they're freewheeling. We are slope soaring. If you look across to over here, there's 30 knots of wind on here. So that's the rotors turning, but no forward motor, and they're windmilling of their own. I can't see a way. That's better. Well, so I was worried about hitting that bit of ground. So honest governor, the throttle is down, and the 400 RPM and 600. There's some weird different numbers. It's not soaring particularly well. There was lots down there. I'm out of wind. Right. Let's not. As soon as I get I suppose I could cheat and use, there we are, we're going up there. So I am slope soaring. I don't know what Alia's LD is, and I don't know how accurate it is in this. Let's see if we can get out. Can we get outside? And there we are. Oh, it's not a good view for. Oh, it's very, very jumpy. My computer. Power up. I powered up. I powered up. I powered up. Right, let's get back on the ridge, and then I'll power these blades down. The blades are back at 1200 RPM. That's because, funny enough, trying to slope this thing from behind, it's not easy. So this is from Talgarth. A wonderful little slope place on the English-Welsh border, not a million miles away from. Oh yeah, there's a bit of lift. Not a million miles away from Hay-on-Wye. Lord Hereford's knob is behind us. This is where we lost out before because of this gap in the valley. I don't know why this is jumping so much. Sorry, it's very jumpy. I need a better computer. We're going to need a bigger boat. This is a bit where we lost it. So, in conclusion, the BETA Technologies Alia seems to be able to slope soar. I'm sure this was a primary design consideration of theirs, was to be able to make a glide like this. But it portends well for an outlanding, doesn't it? If all goes horribly wrong, as long as you've got access to the flight control systems, as long as they keep working, that makes me wonder, are they electric? Is it servo-driven flying surfaces, or is it cable-driven flying surfaces? This much I would like to find out. Well, I wonder if we can get back into the airfield. I've forgotten where the airfield is. Alright, let's see if I can get back into the airfield. From this, I'm obviously not in a good place. I'm not going to throttle up again. Oh, mayday, mayday, mayday. This is... Right, let's turn it. Let's see if we can get away again. I'm going down the hill. No, we can't. We're going to hit that tree. Oh, they think it's all over. It is now. Turn down the hill a bit. Go again. I cheated. I am enjoying playing with this thing. I meant to do a serious flight. Last flight, Elstree, London City, Heathrow, back to Elstree again. As sort of the air taxi role that this would do. I thought I might do that now, having mucked about a little bit. Right, I'm still powering up. Get back on the ridge. Right, there we are. Right, enough mucking. Ooh, look at that. Look at the way the light changed there. Enough mucking about. Oh, and another thing I got wrong about this Alia is it is 150 knots. It's and 250 nautical miles. It's not statute miles. I'm not sure where I picked that up from, but it's not statute miles. There's always a great discrepancy between the rotors. So the front right motor now is 520, front left 470, rear left 460, and rear right 500 odd. Now we're going up nicely now, we're on the ridge. Let's just power up. Let's go land into wind on the top over here. Let's change view to this. Let's put ourselves over here. I have actually, the reason I knew to come here, pull up a sandbag, dear viewer, is in the past I have slope soared an R22 along this ridge. So I knew it would sort of work back when I was young and restless. Restless is probably, it's a Freudian slip, isn't it? Right, let's go back round onto west, face into the 30 knot wind that I've put onto this, and that should mean that we'll arrive on the groundosphere. Very little forward speed with very little effort. People of Wales, we come in peace. So I have I'm not running the rear motors at all. This is flying on as if we're an aircraft now into a 30 knot winds. We must surely stop. Oh, I forgot 60 knot indicated. Let's see if we roll off the hill. Are we on? There, we're on the deck. I better brake. I feel sorry for it. There we go. Right. Okay. Let me go and do a serious flight, and that then I promise will be the last flight I do on our drone channel with the Alia until I've got some more experience with it and I've got it flying nicely under an autopilot. Right. First, though, the urban air mobility crack, just to see it ought to be able to fly around that route, which would be a good air taxi route in London. And it's got a 50-minute recharge time, I've also read recently. Okay, dear viewer, thanks for now. 2100 GMT every Tuesday for our chat of nonsense. Like, subscribe, or just add moments of hate underneath this video. Cheers for now.